Morning all from a very chilly Abbotsford. All right, so we've got 11 games tonight in the NHL. I will be going to a concert tonight, so I won't be able to see most of the action that's going on, which is too bad. There's 11 games tonight, and some of these are really fun games. But starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, we have the Arizona Coyotes in against Buffalo. I'm wearing Buffalo because they've got to bounce back, right? So the next meeting between these teams will be in Arizona on December 17th. On the Coyotes side, they're 4-6-1. They are continuing to prove that if you take them lightly, they're going to beat you. So Keller, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points for him thus far. Krause has been very good lately. 5 goals, 2 assists for Lawson Krause. On the Buffalo side, well, they need this, right? They're 7-5, and if you lose at home against Arizona, for any fans who feel like, well, it's going to end up the same as every other year, a loss like that would have them saying, see, told you, and then it may very well be difficult for Buffalo to win fans over for at least a little while from now if they lose against Arizona at home. Skinner, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points for him on the season. Alex Tuch, 7 goals, 4 assists for 11 points as well. And they've both been very good. Skinner's had the goal scoring going lately, but again, they're 7-5. If they drop to 7-6, if you're one of the negative people that goes, well, Buffalo's going to fall apart soon, then you could point at a game like that and say, see, told you. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Calgary and New Jersey. This is the second meeting. They met a few days ago in Calgary, an overtime win for New Jersey, 4-3. So for Calgary, coming off of an overtime loss last night as well, now 5-4-2, they need to bounce back and get this win against the New Jersey Devils. Lindholm, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Feels like he's starting to figure it out. Backlund's had goals recently as well. He's up to 5 goals and 1 assist for 6 points on the season. On the New Jersey side, they are 9-3 on the season. Hischier, 5 goals, 7 assists for 12 points. And Jack Hughes, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. Solid point per game producers there on a New Jersey team that has a lot of depth up front. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start for the Battle of New York. The Islanders in against the Rangers. They met on October 26th. The Islanders won that game 3-0. They'll meet again on December 22nd. For the Islanders, they're 8-5 on the season. Anders Lee, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. It's been very good, and so is Brock Nelson. 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points for him. On the Rangers side, they are 6-4-3 on the season. Adam Fox with 3 goals and 8 assists for 11 points. Zibanejad, 7 goals, 8 assists for 15 points. So Mika Zibanejad off to a very good start to the season. Adam Fox, right around point per game. And that's just what we expect from Adam Fox. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start for the St. Louis Blues against the Philadelphia Flyers. The bleeding has continued for the Blues from last night, of course. They lost against Boston. Now they're going against a Philadelphia team that they'll meet again in St. Louis on April 4th. For the Blues, Braden Shen, 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points. He was good last night. Honestly, I thought they played well against Boston, just didn't get the result. Kyrou, 3 goals and an assist on the season for 4 points. On the Philadelphia side, they're 6-3-2, and they're hanging in there. They're doing what they can to stay in the hunt for a playoff spot. Hayes, 2 goals, 9 assists for 11 points. Farabee, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Probably expect a little bit more out of Farabee. Hayes has been very good. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Vancouver Canucks and the Ottawa Senators. 2 teams going in the wrong direction who are expected to be better than this year. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again on March 11th in Vancouver. For the Canucks, they're 3-6-3 on the season. Pettersson, 5 goals, 10 assists for 15 points. So he's been good. Horvat, 10 goals, 4 assists, 14 points. So since he's doing really well, the conversation locally is, should we trade him now? On the Ottawa side, 4-7 is their record. Claude Giroux with 6 goals and 4 assists, coming off getting his 300th goal against Philadelphia in a game that they ultimately lost. Chabot, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Chabot and Sanderson are really the keys to that blue line, and more production from them probably would help, but we'll see what Ottawa's able to do tonight. 2 struggling teams. This could end up being very entertaining. Could be a couple of fights as well. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Vegas and Toronto. Toronto lost to Vegas in Vegas 3-1 on October 24th. It was a good game, but Vegas was the better team. Vegas is 11-2 on the season. Riley Smith, 5 goals, 5 assists. William Karlsson, also part of the misfit line, 4 goals, 6 assists on the season for 10 points in 13 games. On the Toronto side, they're 7-4-2. Mitch Marner, 2 goals, 12 assists for 14 points. Tavares, 8 goals, 7 assists for 15 points. And for Toronto, of course, they've started to turn things around. A win over Vegas would go a long way towards silencing any critics that remain at this point, and those critics would be ready to start chiming in after the next loss. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings. This is the second of 3 meetings. On October 14th, Detroit beat Montreal 3-0. Actually, the second of 4 meetings. They'll meet again on January 26th as well as April 4th. On the Montreal side, they are 5-6-1 on the season. Caulfield, 8 goals, 6 assists, 14 points. Kirby Dach has started to produce as well. 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 points. And again, Montreal keeps you honest and makes sure that you earn your victory. On the Detroit side, they're 7-3-2. Larkin, 6 goals, 9 assists for 15 points. Ernie with 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points. Ernie has been producing well, and for Detroit, it feels like they've started to turn things in their direction again. We'll see if they can continue that with the Montreal Canadiens game. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific start between the Oilers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again on January 19th. For the Oilers, they are 7-6 on the season. Kane, 5 goals, 8 assists for 13 points. Hyman, 6 goals, 9 assists for 15 points. And for the Oilers, looking to bounce back from a loss last night. On the Tampa Bay side of things, they're 7-4-1. Hagel, 4 goals, 6 assists for 10 points. Has been producing really well lately. Kucherov has been very good. 6 goals, 14 assists for 20 points. Remarkable run by Kucherov thus far this season. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific start between Dallas and the Winnipeg Jets. This could end up being the game of the night. October 17th, Dallas wins 4-1. The third and final meeting will actually be on November 25th. Yeah, these teams will be done with each other early. On the Dallas side, they're 8-3-1. Jamie Benn coming off of a hat trick. Now has 4 goals with 7 assists for 11 points, so that's more like it. Sagan has been producing well this season, too, with 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points. On the Winnipeg side, they're 7-3-1 on the season. Lowry's been performing very well. 3 goals, 4 assists for him. And Dubois, who again is in a contract year, just signed for the 1 year with Winnipeg, is playing well. 5 goals, 5 assists for 10 points. Then we jump ahead, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, the Nashville Predators in against the Seattle Kraken. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March 23rd and March 25th. For Nashville, they're 5-6-1. They're looking to get back to NHL 500. Duchesne, 3 goals, 8 assists. Very good. Ekholm, one of my favorite defensemen, a goal to go with 4 assists thus far this season. On Seattle's side, they're 7-4-2, and if they can win this one tonight, go to 4 games above NHL 500, they'll continue to surprise. Burakovsky, 3 goals, 7 assists for 10 points. Yanni Gourde has been producing well lately, 2 goals to go with 5 assists for 7 points. 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific start between the Minnesota Wild and the LA Kings. LA won a wild one on October 15th. It was a 7-6 victory for them. The third and final meeting will be February 21st. So for Minnesota, they're 5-5-1 so far in the season. Kaprizov has been his usual Kaprizov self. 8 goals, 5 assists for 13 points. Eriksson Ek, prominent as well, 4 goals, 5 assists. It really just has been a case of Minnesota not quite getting over the hump when it looked like they might. Now they need to start that again. 500's not terrible, but they do need to pick up their game a little bit here. LA 7-6-1, about as unpredictable as Minnesota, really. Kopitar, 2 goals to go with 10 assists for 12 points. Been very good, which is not a surprise to anybody who follows Anze Kopitar at all. And Kaliev has been impressive. 4 goals, 5 assists for 9 points thus far this season. And so we'll see how things go there tonight. So let me know your winners in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.